Okay, I just opened up a fresh copy of Blender here and deleted everything that was in it. If you hit 7 on your number pad, it'll line you up pretty good. Or you can use 1, which will give you a front view. 3 will give you a side view. But anyhow, there we go. Now, when you're wanting to create a new tile, the easiest way to go about it is Control A or Shift A, and bring up here to empty. Click on this empty plane right here. Then we got to name it. So, like for example, my current tiles have been named TM or TWM 00 underscore, and then say I want to do. Let's say I'm doing Rocky Badlands. I'll do RB 01 underscore 01. Okay, use that for example. Now, there's the name of my tile. I go to this square here. Make sure I click on this here. Then you want to scroll down to where it says classification. It says unknown. Click at the tile. Go down here a little further, and here, make sure it's clicked on tile here, and then set up tile. Boom. Now I've got my lights and everything on the tile already, as you can see here. Then I'll take and move those up. Okay, I was having a little bit of problems. See, I was doing this last deal. Anyhow, I was on layout, so I like to work in model space, but I also don't want this laying flat on the ground. My tiles, I have them 3 up, so I'm going to raise all this up as well. So GZ CN. Okay, that quit working for a minute. There we go. Alright, and now I'm going to raise this tile. So, and bring that out. Item. I'm going to take it up to 3. Now, if I tab this, you'll see that there's 4. I don't want that there, so I'm going to do get rid of 2 of those verts. Delete those vertices. That still leaves me with 2 and the edge, so I'll grab the edge. And I'm going to extend it by Y key over. Then I'll set this to -5, for example. Hit that as global. So now I'll select everything. Here's the other thing. I got it set up to where it's Shift F, but Shift F will toggle between this view here. It's up in here somewhere. It's to change, I do it in one of my other videos, but it's to show if face marks maybe is what it is. But anyhow, it's to show if the tile the mesh is facing you. If it's red, it's facing against you. So I just created a hotkey for doing it, which is N or Alt N, which it brings up this menu. Hit flip, and now it's flipped to the other side. So now it's facing up the way I want it. As you can see, though, we'll go toggle back out of that. We got only the 4 verts, so I'll go to 2, which will give me my edges. Right click, subdivide, divide in 4. I'll subdivide again, and one more time. This is about what I like for my walk meshes, which, if you look down in here, that puts me about 128 tris, which is what I like to go with. And then lately, the way I've been making my walk meshes, I'll hit 1 for changing it to the verts. I've been liking to raise the corners on mine, and I've been raising by 0.25, so 3.25. That's what I want them at. That gives it just a little bit of height. All right. Now I want to say 3. I want to take some of these walk meshes, and I want to change them to we'll say red grass. So these are going to be grass, assign those, and then these ones here are going to be we'll say sand. Sand, assign those. So I got my walk mesh, right? Well, now I need the actual ground. The walk mesh is done, right? That's all I really need is just flat open ground, nothing really big, got a little contour to it. So now that I need my mesh, I'll go ahead and tab out of this, go back to just the mesh itself. I'm going to hit Shift D, and that's going to make a copy of it, right? At that point, I'll come up here. Here's the copied version. I'm going to name that, say, GD for ground, 01 underscore. This is RB0101. Okay, so there's my ground name, just a custom name for it, and I will go ahead and get rid of all these walk mesh nodes off there, and then I can go to, this is so you can create your mesh to be the same contour as your walk mesh by doing this, and then go to the square here. It's already set on tile, but this is set to type because it's for walk mesh. You need to go to trim mesh. Once you set that to trim mesh, this needs to be set at 1 for transparency, and then I like to use single, and that pretty much sets us up for switches that copied of a walk mesh over to a mesh. So if I hit G, you can see how it's not a walk mesh coloring or anything anymore. And then go back here, add a texture. So I'll do new, name it. I'm just going to do one solid texture right now. Sand 01 is what I'm going to call it. Go here to the base, hit image texturing, and then load a walk mesh. I need home there. Where's my textures? And we'll go with a sand right there. Okay, now tab A and make sure I got the not the walk mesh isn't selected. Walk mesh is there, but the ground is selected. And I'm going to go to the edit. I use this UV mapping. It's in one of my other videos if you want to use it, and it UV maps it for you. I gotta go over here to this to display it, and if you look, go back on the ground, tab, see how you see the blocky look to it? So tab it again, A, select all of it, and I'll go down to shading, smooth faces. That'll take that away. And I like to set this to what would be 5. That's what I like to set that at for my texture size. So when I do that, there's that. Alright, and there you go. That's how to create a simple tile. You got the walk mesh, you got the tile mesh, you got all your lights and everything, you got your Aurora base, the whole 9 yards. Let's say I'm going to Shift D. I'm just going to make a copy of this one. So here's another one. G, Y. It doesn't matter where these are at in this setting, but if I wanted to export these two or any of them, I just select one, hold down my Shift key, and select the next one, and it'll select all of them. So let's say, let's make 2 more copies of these, right? G, Y. Okay, so now there's 4 of them. So if I click this first one, hold down Shift, click on the last one, it'll highlight all of them in a row. Then if I want to export all of them at once, you just go to File, Export, Aurora, and then at that point you gotta go down here and hit off and hit the selected. So it means you're going to export all that are selected, and then you just hit export to wherever you pinpoint you want to export it to. And that's it. So there you go. Hope that was useful, and see you at the next video.